Welcome to the 47th Annual Delegate Assembly meeting of SkillsUSA Maryland. The meeting will now come to order. The thought of the day will be given by Vice President. Madam Vice President.
Instead of letting your hardships and failures discourage or exhaust you, let them inspire you. Michelle Obama. Madam President.
The emblem is symbolic of SkillsUSA organization. You are about to witness the emblem ceremony, in which the meaning of each component of our emblem will be given and the significance of the colors described. Madam Parliamentarian.
The shield represents patriotism. The shield denotes our belief in democracy, liberty, and the American way of life. Madam Reporter.
The gear represents the industrial society. The gear, symbolic of the industrial society, denotes the interdependence and cooperation of the individual working with labor and management for the betterment of mankind.
The torch represents knowledge. The flaming torch reflects the light of knowledge, which dispels the darkness of ignorance. In the light of the torch, progress will be made towards the vocational goals of the individual.
Orbital circles represent technology. The circles represent the challenge of modern technology and the training needed to accept and master new technical frontiers and the need for continuous education. Madam Vice President.
The hands represent the individual. Their hands portray a search for knowledge and our desire to acquire a skill. In the process of attaining knowledge and skill, we will develop a respect for the dignity of work and become productive and responsible citizens. Mr. Treasurer.
With the affixing of the golden hands, we add the final official color of SkillsUSA. Red and white represent the individual states and chapters. Blue represents the common union of the states and chapters. And gold represents the individual, the most important element of SkillsUSA. Madam President.
These constitute our emblem. Separately, they can be applied to many organizations, but as one unit, they represent the fundamental principles and purposes of our organization. They represent SkillsUSA. We will respect the flag with a pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the
republic for which it stands,
one nation under God,
indivisible, with liberty
and justice for all.
We will now have the roll call. Madam President, we have 48 registered delegates.
We'll go over the procedure for elections of SkillsUSA state officers. Election procedures are as follows. Number 1. The only people who can be elected to office are those who have passed the state officer exam and successfully completed the officer interview. Number 2. All candidates for office will have a chance to give a 2-minute speech on their qualifications. Number 3. Only delegates or appointed alternatives are eligible to vote after all speeches are given. We will now begin the candidate speeches. Reagan Chung.
Welcome. My name is Reagan Chung, and I am a running candidate for your SkillsUSA Maryland State Officer Team. The SkillsUSA Maryland State Officer Team is responsible for representing an organization that supports and guides young adults using valuable lessons taught to become world-class workers, leaders, and responsible American citizens. Tell me about you. I know how to be a team player, as I am the youngest member on our school's crime scene team for our criminal justice program. Being a team player means that everybody works together to get the job done. The SkillsUSA framework promotes personal, workplace, and technical skills in the classroom and society. What does SkillsUSA mean to me? I believe SkillsUSA creates an exciting, fun, and challenging environment where everyone can be themselves, learn about their future careers, and gain quality skills to use in our daily lives. The SkillsUSA organization teaches and promotes teamwork, integrity, and leadership. And most of all, self-confidence in their members. SkillsUSA is an organization that supports students to become great members and to increase our leadership skills. I believe we can be each other's biggest cheerleaders, supporting the goals of each other and every SkillsUSA member, and learn from each other. Last school year, I held a SkillsUSA local officer position, and I understand the meaning of teamwork. Teamwork is listening to everyone's ideas and making the best decisions as a whole group. I promise to listen to ideas, group needs, and to work to make deadlines as a team player, to help lead and follow as needed by our team and advisors. I promise to ask for guidance and show strength when needed to our fellow members and advisors. I would work diligently and tirelessly to help us promote the core values and objectives that SkillsUSA embodies. Please support me, Reagan Chung, for a member of your next SkillsUSA Maryland State Officer team.
Taya Gaines.
Hey SkillsUSA, my name is Taya Gaines. I'm in my second year of engineering at Dr. James A. Forrest Career and Technology Center, and I'm running to be one of your SkillsUSA state officers. Being the SkillsUSA Maryland State reporter this past year has taught me so much about SkillsUSA as an organization and as a community. I have learned to use the SkillsUSA framework as a foundation for everything I do, and the element that I value the most is communication. Last year as the reporter, I worked on social media outreach between the local SkillsUSA chapters around the state to share the achievements and community outreach that our members have worked so hard for. Now, more than ever, communication has become vital to the way we function as an organization. In my previous year as a state officer, I completed my leverage training at the National Leadership and Skills Conference. Earning my leverage certification taught me so much about how to effectively use the SkillsUSA framework to enhance my leadership skills by using trust, compassion, stability, and hope in everything I do. Leverage training better prepared me for leadership by improving my decision-making, conflict resolution, and critical thinking skills. I believe these skills will help me to be the best officer I can for the members of SkillsUSA Maryland. As your state officer, I will strengthen the state's connections with the local chapters by encouraging local officers to share their chapter's milestones and community service. I want this year to be the year that our SkillsUSA members make their own framework stories as we expand SkillsUSA as the organization of student leaders. Thank you, and stay safe and connected.
TJ Ireland.
Hello, my name is TJ Ireland. I'm a junior at Calvert Career and Technology Academy in Calvert County, Maryland. I am in the welding program at my academy. In that program, we are metal fabricators. We fabricate metal together. I've lived in Calvert County all of my life. In my spare time, I like to spend my time outdoors. Hunting, fishing, and raising livestock are some of the things I like to do best. The livestock I raise is for the Calvert County Fair. I joined SkillsUSA because it is an important part of career and technical education. You learn so much. It gives a lot of different members opportunities to learn different skills and develop them for when they are ready for the workforce. I also was very intrigued by the organization itself. That is why I joined. I am looking to be a state officer to inspire other members the same way I was inspired at the Fall Leadership Conference. If I never would have attended that event, I wouldn't be here today talking about why I should represent Maryland SkillsUSA by being a state officer. As a state officer, I would make sure your voice is heard. I will also work with my other state officers to develop plans for special events, such as the Fall Leadership Conference. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Whitney Madera.
Hello, my name is Whitney Matera. I'm currently a junior at Huntington High School. I attend the Career and Technology Academy as a Level 1 student in the Academy of Health Professions program. I became involved in SkillsUSA when I attended this year's Fall Leadership Conference. I was amazed by the passion the current state officers had for their leadership position and the SkillsUSA organization. The positive and inviting atmosphere of the conference inspired me to become more involved in the chapter at my school. I joined my chapter as secretary. My bubbly personality and organization skills allow me to be a positive attribute to our chapter. The job of secretary is to set agendas, take minutes, advise the president, and assist other officers. I perform some of these tasks daily. I like to keep myself organized with a planner and to-do lists. I'm always willing to help my classmates and have been described as a leader by multiple teachers and coaches. I'm honored to be considered to fulfill the position as the SkillsUSA Maryland State Secretary, and I hope to be a part of the success of the state chapter as the current officers have demonstrated.
Catherine Moitz.
As I look at you, I see the power you hold over me. An individual vote that will change not only my life for the next year, but also yours. My name is Catherine Moitz, and I am a student at the Dr. James A. Forrest Career and Technology Center. I may only be a student in the radio audio production program, but as a state officer, I will be so much more. While I do want to become a state officer, I feel the necessity more than desire. When my chapter advisor first came to me inquiring if I would apply, I did not consider if I wanted this. I questioned if I was needed, if I could help the state chapter to benefit all students in all programs across the state, making it possible for everyone to grow together. A mentor of mine once said, "Go not where you want to go, but go where you are needed." The chapter needs me on some level, if only to fill an officer seat this term. However, I do not want to be the officer that got voted in because I had to be. I aspire to be the officer that got voted in because the voting delegates chose me. At this moment, the nation as a whole is facing panic as everyone tries to find a new sense of normal. I want to make that sense of routine feel a little more like home through my transition into office. Once I was told, shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you will land among the stars. As a state officer, I plan to bring resources to students who are coping to find a sense of hope right now. I cannot speak for every programming student, however many that I have met learn through a hands-on approach. I plan to make this kind of learning available for all program students. I am fully aware of how ambitious this sounds. However, I hold on to that even if my plan as a state officer does not succeed, we will be raising awareness about learning opportunities outside of watching videos and completing worksheets. Maryland has the resources to make my plan a reality, whether it's distributing Legos to engineering students to build their next model, or delivering drawing pads to graphic design students. If we all work collectively, we can make a new normal sound a little less daunting. How will the chapter continue after the pandemic? My true question is, why do we have to stop there? There are numerous program students who want to take their programming skills and use them outside of class, not after they graduate or next year, but today. My plan is to make that feasible. It is my hope this will evolve into SkillsUSA sponsored clubs or smaller chapter competitions. The power of putting students together in a room to explore, plan, and execute for the benefit of all whom they represent will lead to miraculous and innovative results. I want to embody the SkillsUSA Maryland State Chapter as an officer to make my dream a reality. Each delegate should vote for me not because I am likable, but for your chapter, for your fellow program students who want to put their skills to the test, for those who want to go one step further, and for those who want to give other students the same opportunity. Do not vote for me to fill a seat. Vote for me to change the next year for the better and for all programming students of Maryland. Thank you for your time and for your vote.
Sahil Patel.
Hey SkillsUSA Maryland, my name is Sahil Patel, the current SkillsUSA Maryland Treasurer, and I'm in the cybersecurity program at North Point High School. When I ran to be state officer last year, I talked about how I live in a single-family home with 20 of my family members. Now, this year I wanted to provide an update. So first and foremost, we've actually figured out a way to ration the hot water so everyone can take a warm shower. Secondly, we've actually had everyone pitch in to cook a Thanksgiving-sized meal every single day. But most importantly, we've learned how to adapt to a new living environment, and we've learned to work problems together. These skills have helped me tremendously throughout the year for being a state officer. Now, hear me out. This year has been one of the most amazing experiences of my life, but it comes with its ups and downs. By having a foundation in solving problems not only at home, but in my school and my community, it allows me to be a better leader for SkillsUSA. During our fall leadership conference, I had the opportunity of meeting dozens of new people in different programs from across the state and in different high schools. These people are what make up our future workforce, and they represent the amount of potential that SkillsUSA Maryland really possesses. By electing me to be your state officer, I guarantee to put 100% effort in driving this community forward and promoting future success and camaraderie. With the experience and passion I've gained over the past few months, I'm sure we can and will craft an amazing year for you, our members. So, SkillsUSA Maryland delegates, please make sure to vote for me to be your 2020-2021 Maryland State Officer. Thank you for watching.
Kevin Rodriguez.
I'm Kevin Rodriguez, and I want to be one of your SkillsUSA Maryland State Officers. The world is full of problems, some little, some small. Some difficulties require work to fix, while others require time. The SkillsUSA framework can solve many difficulties by using the values within it. Personal skills relates to us. It shows how to deal with responsibility and our ability to adapt to new situations, as well as how we motivate our peers and ourselves. Since being affiliated with SkillsUSA, I have come to learn what technical trade skills are our tools. These are tools which we use to problem solve. Human relation skills in the workplace is one of the most important assets you can possess. It is your ability to connect with others. How well you communicate with all people, particularly in a professional setting, will foster your ability to lead a group of people. Many of these skills can be learned in the classroom, but some skills can only be learned through meeting new people and being open to new and challenging experiences. Meeting the people involved in SkillsUSA and seeing how much they care about their members says a lot about SkillsUSA as an organization. The SkillsUSA model, preparing for leadership in the world of work, holds true to our advisors who have taught me and other members the importance of having workplace skills. Equally as important is the value of teamwork. They are truly preparing us for the workplace. I am the son of two immigrants who came to this country with nothing, hoping to give their children a better life filled with promise and opportunities. They embraced the American spirit and work ethic, and they did this without speaking the language, but by learning from their peers how to navigate and communicate in the workplace. They were able to teach me the meaning and value of hard work and dedication. I've worked hard in school to make them proud, and when I found my passion for welding, I worked diligently to perfect it. This doesn't just include the skills for the trade, but learning how to interact and talk to people, how to manage and handle high-pressure situations. This was evident when I competed in the solo welding competition. It was a surreal experience. The anxiety of not wanting to lose, the pride of seeing my finished product, and I discovered camaraderie between me and my fellow competitors. As Maryland State Officer, I want to help other people experience those feelings too. The feeling of accomplishment I felt that day, the feeling of camaraderie when working with teams, and the feeling of pride in one's work. As your future SkillsUSA Maryland State Officer, I want to make that true for all of our members. I want to be able to promote how SkillsUSA is for everyone and anyone, no matter what a person's ethnicity, sex, age, whoever it may be, will discover it and want to join this exceptional organization, and they should have the right to be prepared for their future in the workplace. I want to instill the values and principles of SkillsUSA into current and new members and teach them how to have pride in their work. Vote for me, Kevin Rodriguez, as your next SkillsUSA Maryland State Officer.
And Jasmine Walker.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Walker, a rising senior at Dorchester Career and Technology Center. I'm running for state office in SkillsUSA because I enjoy working with others and fostering team building among my peers. In addition, I have a great desire to share what I have learned in participating in past SkillsUSA conferences and other community activities. If elected as an officer, I can be an excellent communicator, advocate, and facilitator in helping others learn more about the wonderful role that SkillsUSA plays in schools. As a facilitator, I can help implement new activities that will get more students like myself joining SkillsUSA. Furthermore, I honestly feel I am a good leader that can express my viewpoint well and can represent SkillsUSA with the utmost professionalism. Thank you for your time and interest. I look forward to working with the SkillsUSA officers if elected.
Madam Secretary.
At this time, I will explain the duties and responsibilities of the National Voting Delegate. The duties of the National Voting Delegates are very important to the operation of our organization. If elected, you will serve as a Maryland State Representative during the official virtual meetings at the National Conference. It is important that you are aware of your duties and act accordingly. We will now listen to the speeches from the registered national voting delegate candidates.
Hello, my name is Allison Guzman, and I am a second-year student in the CAD Architecture program at Frederick County's Career and Technology Center. Currently, I am the historian for my local chapter, and it has been a great experience putting our chapter scrapbook for the 2019 and 2020 school year. However, I first became interested in SkillsUSA from the many other opportunities it offers our members. For example, the SkillsUSA competitions as well as the fall leadership conferences that take place every November. At first, I didn't think I would compete in a SkillsUSA competition, but I did, and I have no regrets. This is because I was able to compete at a regional and state level, and I was able to meet many amazing people from different schools. Due to that great experience, I wanted to become a delegate. My reasoning was because I wanted to help more students believe that they can reach high levels of success and that they're capable of achieving great things when participating in SkillsUSA. To me, it would be an honor to take part in helping such an amazing organization.
My name is Sage Baltimore. I'm from the Frederick County Career and Technology Center, and I'll be representing the CAD Architecture program. I would like to inform you on why I would represent Maryland competently at the National Voting Delegate Assembly. I am communicative, innovative, and optimistic. Skills that I have are integrity, leadership, strong work ethic, and self-motivation. I have had the incredible opportunities to learn and experience growth to prepare me for career success. SkillsUSA is a remarkable program that prepares students with career-ready skills with amazing members. It would be an honor to become a member of SkillsUSA and represent Maryland and my school well. Thank you.
Hello, I hope you're staying safe and healthy during these unprecedented times. My name is Annalee Johnson, and I attend the Dr. James A. Forrest Career and Technology Center. I am a second-year student in the Academy of Health Professions, as well as a rising senior. I seek a position as a national voting delegate to represent the state of Maryland. The SkillsUSA motto is preparing for leadership in the world of work, and that's exactly what drew me to apply for this position. I've gained valuable leadership skills as the elected president of my SkillsUSA chapter, but I want to continue to prepare for my future with the experiences offered by becoming a voting delegate. Given the particular circumstances of this year's Delegate Assembly, I find it especially important to continue to seek out opportunities that will allow me to contribute and be a part of this organization as much as I can while I'm unable to do so at my home school with my local chapter. I believe that I am a qualified candidate for this position due to my participation in my home school's student government, National Honor Society, and mock trial team, to name a few of the organizations that have prepared me for the role I must assume if I am chosen to be delegate. They have helped me develop skills that I pride myself on, such as my critical thinking, diligence, accountability, and attentiveness. These traits will help me be a better, more effective delegate. Once again, I hope that you consider choosing me to represent the state of Maryland as a national voting delegate. Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Zeta Ham. I attend Worcester Technical High School in North Maryland in Worcester County. I have been a part of SkillsUSA for 2 years now. It has really helped me develop my character. I began in my junior year and I am now a senior. My junior year, I became a local officer, the historian. I have still maintained my office as the local historian as a senior. This year, I have set many goals for myself. My main goal was to not be afraid of being different and to do different. When I was asked if I was interested in becoming a national voting delegate, I immediately thought that it was something different. I am excited to select national officers for our organization. Please consider me, Zeta Ham, when voting for your next national voting delegate. Thank you.
My name is Christina Klobnock, and I'm currently a rising junior at Great Mills High School, and I'm going into my second year of the Academy of Health Professions at the Forrest Tech Center. This is my first time doing a Vote for Skills, but don't let that fool you. I take this very seriously, and I want to represent you for voting in 2020. I feel as though I'm qualified to participate because I'm willing to speak up and use my voice to help further the growth and development of SkillsUSA in our school. If given this opportunity, I will do my absolute best to help make the best decisions possible. Before COVID-19 caused some issues, I was preparing to compete in the regionals of SkillsUSA in Baltimore. And I was actually preparing a presentation on infection control. How ironic, right? But anyway, I've been kind of interested in skills, and I've wanted to get into it, but I wasn't really sure if it was for me. But I feel like this will be a great opportunity to help meet new people and gain some social skills, and above all else, help my school and help my community. I'm truly committed to SkillsUSA and our futures. So please vote me, Christina Klobnak, as your SkillsUSA delegate.
Hello, my name is Alexandria Camp. I'm in the Pharmacy Technician program from Robert D. Steedham Educational Center in Charles County. SkillsUSA is a student-run organization whereby student members are charged with the responsibility of governing the affairs associated with the student constitution. As a student member of the organization, I want to uphold my promise and be actively engaged. It is my responsibility to contribute to the organization. If selected as a national voting delegate, I will gain more experience and skill for the future. Throughout my life, I have gained leadership experience that I will use to help better the organization. Most recently, I have been selected to attend the Congress of Future Medical Leaders. To be considered for the Congress, I have demonstrated leadership skills, academic honors. If selected as a national voting delegate, I will ensure to enact by law, elect officers, act upon the items of the business as requested. I am willing to dedicate several hours to fulfill the duties of a national voting delegate. SkillsUSA will continue to thrive because individuals like me who are willing to take on leadership responsibility.
Hi, my name is Haley Lynch, and I am a junior enrolled in the Criminal Justice Program. This year, I gained office as SkillsUSA Local Secretary, and I am now running for National Voting Delegate. Growing up, I became an older sister to two of my younger siblings, which helped me develop leadership skills and responsibility for others. I've grown into a well-organized person over the years and learned that the attitude in small things can make a big difference in the end. Whenever one of my friends comes to me with a problem, they always know that I'm a welcoming and understanding person. Looking back to where I was 2 years ago, I never saw myself where I am right now. I didn't dream about the success I may have. I worked extremely hard for it. After I went as secretary, I became a great set of helping hands in addition to the SkillsUSA team. As a team member, I am highly focused on the team objective and helping my team members succeed. Over the past months, I was able to develop into a more confident and hardworking individual. If I become a SkillsUSA National Voting Delegate, I would be more inclined for future opportunities and adventures. Being a delegate would open many more doors for my career pathway, and it would give me more experiences of a lifetime, memories that I could hold on to forever. I would be able to incorporate my leadership and teamwork skills into my duty in office. Remember to vote for Haley Lynch for this year's SkillsUSA National Voting Delegate. Thank you.
Jenkins. And I like SkillsUSA because it makes members world-class workers, and it works the United States future in the field of work. The reason why I want to be a SkillsUSA member is because it helps people that have self-energetic motivation. Like me, it stands for respect, responsibility, citizenship, and integrity, and as well as service. I support all those things and have them. They have a good motto that says, preparing for leadership in the world of work. That is what I do. My strength is art, video editing, and running. Also, not quitting. My weakness is crowds of people and math. I have worked as an intern at a graphic design shop called Princess Sand and Princess Sand called Printingship. Also, I fundraised about $180 for the SkillsUSA Krispy Kreme fundraiser. I want to be involved in voting and politics because they are involved in a fundamental part of our society. And they have control of military and taxes. I went to the fall conference and I loved the hotel I spent the night at. The people helped me with learning about the program as well as suiting my vegetarian diet as a vegetarian. People helped me by telling me where to go. They also respect people in very well manner, and I appreciate that as well. Thank you, SkillsUSA, for all you've done for me and to help me prepare for the field of work. I am really looking forward to coming again. Peace out. Bye-bye. Michael Jenkins.
Hello, my name is Deshaun Tyler. I represent the Physical Rehabilitation Program at Robert D. Steedham Educational Center in Charles County, Maryland. I believe that as an organization, we wish to increase our influence within our community and nation. We also wish to choose our leaders who we see fit to fill the positions of executive officers. But with every action, there is a reaction. The decisions we make for our organization can result in negative consequences if we do not tread carefully. Becoming a SkillsUSA National Voting Delegate presents me with the opportunity to apply the skills and knowledge that I have obtained, including networking, public speaking, organizing people, and serving as the voice of our members to influence SkillsUSA daily presence within our communities. I'm the best candidate for this position of National Voting Delegate, as I trust in those who present themselves with the will and tolerance of a leader, but I have faith in those who sympathize with our members and act as their voice. You may ask how I distinguish the followers from the leaders. Some would call it intuition, a hunch, but I say is my abundant inquisition. What people often find the most annoying about me is one of my strongest qualities. I extensively question what it is I don't know so that I avoid making poor decisions. So far, I've been very prosperous in my path to success using that skill, and it has rarely failed me. I believe I can apply my inquisitiveness to other topics as well, such as amending new ideas to our bylaws. No decision should be made without questioning how it affects our path. I am hoping that with this knowledge, you make the right decision and select me as National Voting Delegate for SkillsUSA.
We have a student who would like to ask for support as a national officer candidate, Emily Nelson. Emily, please make your presentation.
I'm Emily Nelson from the Dr. James A. Forrest Career and Technology Center. I am asking the state of Maryland to endorse my candidacy as a national officer.
Do I have a motion to support Emily Nelson for national office?
Motion made, motion seconded.
The motion has been made and seconded to support Emily Nelson as national office. All in favor say A. Opposed, nay. Motion passed. Madam Secretary, do we have any new business?
I have none, Madam President.
This meeting is now in recess.
Skill!